don't worry about it. The more you show that you accept wherever there are flaws, the more confidence actually you will gain. It's not about showing people also. It's about
Yes, ma'am.
accepting
Right.
it also. So that's the
Right,
only thing
right,
that I
right.
have to give as a feedback. And I think I too am inspired by you. I'd be very open about it. It's good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
I am good. How are you? How's life?
Yeah, life is going well, and my day has been good so far.
That's great. I think this is the first time we're having a session on this platform together.
Yes, yes, ma'am. This is our first interaction.
All right. So before we jump in, because it is our first interaction, so I would just like to know something about you and
Okay.
your aim and goal through these sessions so that, I am on the same lines as you are.
Okay.
Mm.
So, as you know, my name is Yashoda. So, currently, I'm connecting with you from Uttar Pradesh.
All
Talking
right.
about my education, so I have just completed my schooling. Means I'm 12th pass. Talking
Wow.
about my means my hobbies or my particular
Mm-hmm.
sorry sorry to say means if I talk about my current profession, so I am a YouTuber. I am a small YouTuber, and along with that I am an enthusiastic English language learner. I love interacting with the co-learners, and I love learning a lot from the ocean of English language. Talking about my hobbies, so in my free time, in my leisure time, I love reading books and I love spending time only with me. That's all about me.
That's nice. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's good to know. So how did you end up getting into YouTube and spoken language, and how did this happen for you?
It happened because in my case, I always consider problems are blessings in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
So during Corona, during pandemic, when my husband met with an accident
Oh.
and he was not able to move, he was totally bedridden. So at
Oh.
that time, I had to take that step for myself because I belong to a very lower middle class family where people hardly earns 20 or 15,000 per month.
Mm-hmm.
So from there the reason arose for me, and I found a reason, and I found a particular platform to work on. So I started working on YouTube, and after working on YouTube for almost 1 year, then I started getting fascination towards English language, and I started learning English language. So it's
Wow,
been
that's
two
actually
years.
quite motivational, to be very honest. You don't come across a lot of young people doing this. And considering people in this generation today, I think they would go for Instagram or something like that. But seeing people, being this motivated to do something educationally, it is commendable. And, taking a step in tough times is also a very bold decision. People don't usually do this when they are so confused as to what to do, how to do, where to get help from. People are unable to gather themselves usually, but the very fact that you were able to do that is commendable at a young age. Wonderful. All right. So you said you're a small YouTuber, right? So what is your basic content like? You only do these one-on-one session videos, or is it something else that you're also making?
So when I started my YouTube channel, so back then I used to post my solo videos because at that time I was just learning, or I was copying. I used to copy others' content. So I used
Okay.
to post those kind of videos just to get the confidence. And the moment when I started getting confidence, so I started interacting with different co-learners, and I started having one-on-one sessions.
That's nice. That's good. That's actually quite nice. So, have you learned something from these one-on-one sessions? Were they able to help you out in a good way, I'd say?
Yes, I have learned a lot because I am kind of a homemaker who always feel like sitting in the corner of a house. So
Mhm.
from this language, I have got the confidence because earlier I was not kind of a confident homemaker. I used to curse myself a lot because of the life, because of the situations. But this language has made me powerful enough and confident enough. So
Mhm.
yeah, I am learning a lot, not only English language, but something related to my personal life as well. And
Oh,
this
that's wonderful.
particular thing has given me a, a source of like a particular reason, a particular purpose for my life.
All right, that's wonderful. That's good. Because I think that, being secluded also doesn't help you in the longer run. You might like being alone for some time, but you can't be alone all the time. So I
Yes.
think that's a very good idea. And do you think, like you said, like it has helped you gain some sort of confidence also? Do you think that language and confidence go hand in hand? Like, do you see a change in yourself over the period of time?
Yes, a lot, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier, I didn't have the still I find myself that I am kind of a introvert person. But just because of when it comes to having session with my co-learners, at that time I find that I can be ambivert person, but I'm not a kind of an extrovert person because the society in which I belong. So here is always there is patriarchy. So being a homemaker, being a woman, we are not allowed to go out of our house with open-headed. We have to put on a long veil, so we can't interact with anybody. So but somehow at least I am managing to get my confidence. Yeah, I have gained lots of confidence
But it
throughout.
takes a lot of guts to, build something even when, the mindset of patriarchy still exists in certain parts of the country. But you're still carving a niche for yourself. So that is commendable, absolutely. So, you know, I I feel like learning doesn't have an age. It can happen at any age. Right. Even though you're young and you're trying to help a lot of people out when it comes to a platform as good as YouTube, do you think that language and this learning process will help you also learn a lot about yourself and about the language in the longer run?
Yes, ma'am. This is very good question because, as I mentioned earlier, I was totally different kind of Yashoda. I used to curse myself. I used to curse my fortunate, everything. But now I try to make the most out of everything, even if I am surrounded by the problems. So I always look at the positive side, and it is happening just because of I now miss. I am watching those kind of content which help me not only regarding learning but about particular English language, but also it is helping me to change my mindset to be positive because just because of this language I have started giving time and priority to my health. I give 2 hours every day only for myself. I do yoga, meditation, and everything for me, so the credit goes to only English language.
So that's good that if I think you've realized a lot about yourself also in the process. You've realized what you like, what you don't like, what you want your life to be like. You want to follow this, you don't want to follow this. Okay, you need time to gather yourself and for your self-care, which I think, when we say that somebody is a homemaker, people don't tend to realize how much work actually goes into it. There's a lot of work. The very fact that you end up taking care of others and you forget yourself is
Yes.
something that over the years you have seen people do that in households. But now I think because of awareness and mental health and all of these factors, the very fact that you take care of others, but you taking care of yourself is equally important, is now more vocal and more acceptable. And I think the confidence through language or through any other factor that is required by anybody at any age, in any situation, gives you a very strong backing to take a stand for yourself. What do you think?
Yes, ma'am. It has given. Could you please repeat the question? I couldn't get the question.
So basically, what I was trying to say was that in this situation where people, now are aware that they have to take care of themselves, so language and other factors which help you gain the confidence have or play a very important part in giving you the ability to take a stand for yourself.
Okay. So first thing which has helped me a lot, the smartphone,
Mm-hmm.
because the time until I got the smartphone, I was totally unaware of everything. Because in 2021, on the day of Diwali, I got the opportunity to have a smartphone in my life. And the
Okay.
moment I got it, I started learning many things from YouTube or from many things. Means not only about from YouTube, means I learned cooking, stitching, everything, but I also started learning about watching motivational content.
Hmm.
And then I got this realization: we don't need to be the part of the crowd. We should try
Yeah.
Yes. Because earlier I used to curse myself because I didn't have any friend. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have many friends in my friend circle, and I used to think that I am the one and I'm not loved by others. So what is the reason? I think the flaws are only with me. But the moment I started watching all those videos, so then I got the realization, this is kind of personality you are. You are kind of person. You don't need others. You, if you
Absolutely.
are, yeah, there's no need to seek only for the others validation. You should have a purpose, and you should start working on your goal. And the moment when I means, so over time I have learned, yes, if I am a homemaker, so it doesn't mean that I am not a human being. I am a human being, and I too have the right to work on my dreams. Because when I was a kid, I also had many dreams. I wanted to be famous, I wanted to be an actress, I wanted to be many things, but I couldn't complete my studies, so I couldn't get those opportunities. But if I am getting the source which can help me to achieve my goals, so yeah, I think still in my family nobody supports, no one appreciates apart from my husband. But
Mhm.
anyhow, I'm just trying to manage. I just try to be positive and I just try to be consistent towards my journey.
All right. Like you said, like you wanted to be an actress, but don't you think every day what we are doing, we are acting in some way or the other. Don't you think that is also a reality? And I think that is a little more tough to play in real life than in front of a camera.
Yes, ma'am, you are absolutely right. But being a kid, I used to get fascination towards everything. If I
Yeah.
would watch a cricketer, so I would think like I would become, in my future, I would become a cricketer. So I had this kind of mentality. So because of which I wanted to do that. But all in all, the purpose was only to get famous, to be known by many people in India and out of the throughout this world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think what you're doing will get you to that level. The very fact that you can see, like you said, you come from a very conservative background, right? Where you have to cover your head when you're going out with a long dupatta, right? But if you have the capacity to sit in your own house and have a voice which can go across continents, see, English is a universal language, as simple as that. And from what you told me, where you come from and where you are right now, it's a long journey, and somebody will take years, but you've kind of worked hard to be here as soon and as quick as possible. Considering that, if you have this voice that you can get to a lot of people, not just on a national level, but at an international level, don't you think that itself would be a huge achievement?
yes, I think
Mm-hmm.
it's because for me, I am kind of person who is not attached with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not, I'm not bragging, but I just want to tell you, just because of English language, I also got opportunity to be awarded by UP Uttar Pradesh Deputy CM, Miss Deputy Chief
Wow.
Minister. Yeah, and I also got opportunity to meet Rajkumar Rao sir, means the
Wow.
famous actor Rajkumar Rao. So
Wow.
this language has given me many things. I have achieved a lot. So definitely I pat on my back, because when I find no one to pat on my back, then I just pat on my back. I feel proud about myself.
And you should, because I feel like people will always not be there to push you forward. Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will have their mindset, sometimes they'll have societal problems or something. But I think if you feel it is morally and ethically right, and it is a growth in your career, I think you should take the leap of faith. And I think that without a doubt, when you trust yourself that things will go good, they end up going good because there is somewhere subconsciously, there's a confidence in yourself that you believe in yourself and you make it happen. So do not ever doubt yourself. Where I feel like wherever an individual ends up doubting themselves, that is where the confidence dips. And the moment the confidence dips, that things go south. So that is very, very important.
Right, ma'am, right. You are absolutely right, because I have also struggled a lot to get the confidence, but I think I don't know what was the moment when when the God has given me the purpose. yeah, now you have to work on this particular goal, and just to get your channel monetized, you have to work a lot, especially
Yeah.
on YouTube. But in my case, God has helped me, and within 1 month, my channel got monetized, and
Wow.
I started earning money. So many things. That's why I say problems are blessings in disguise.
Absolutely, absolutely. Maybe, God kind of guided you through the fact that you are not meant to do something small in your life. You are meant to do a lot more and maybe become a motivating voice for others who come from a similar background and then they get guided. Because obviously, I understand if you've been living a good life, but you have bigger dreams and aspirations, but you have responsibilities as well. How do you handle both? Sometimes we are taught that you can do both, but nobody teaches you how to do both. That is something that you can help a lot of people with, which I think
Yes,
is
ma'am.
very important. So, you know, teaching English, letting them gain confidence, but giving them the insight on how you're doing these things as well. I think that would be equally important and good.
Yes, ma'am, you are right. Uh, I think throughout my journey, I have met many homemakers, and they have
Mhm.
told me, I have started working on my dream because after watching your videos, so that
That's
time
all.
I feel really privileged. At least I am motivating somebody.
That is a
So
very satisfying feeling when somebody says I
yeah.
did it because I heard it from you or you told me to. So that kind of feeling cannot be compared to anything when you feel like you've made a positive change in somebody's life. It's a very satisfactory feeling, like you've done something good, you've achieved something big in your life. I think these little achievements just add up to the big achievements and lead a path to a bigger achievement, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
So, do you have any more questions or any other concerns that you would want to raise?
I just want to know about Miss. I just want you to give me feedback
All
because
right.
feedback is really important.
Sure, sure. I will. See, I feel you're very confident. Whatever you've done on your own. So, your English itself, if you're only talking about the spoken language factor, I have only seen two, three areas in these many minutes that you might have made an error, which is very basic grammar. Apart from that, I do not see a problem, neither in confidence, neither in voice modulation, neither in the capacity where you're able to add emotions to when you talk in a language you might have learned recently. Usually, people struggle a lot with this, connecting it in a natural flow. So, with
Mhm.
you, I don't see that natural flow issue or an accent issue. Fine, I understand you're still learning. See, I'll tell you one thing. Throughout this journey of yours, you have reached a level, but don't stop. It can get boring. There will be days when you don't feel like doing it. It's very natural. Don't give up because language does not have a final level that you only have to learn till here. If I am here at this point, I have a different career of my own and everything. But I still feel I cannot learn a language. Language is endless, it's infinite, it's vast. You can
Yes.
never finish language. So you're constantly learning. Just have an open mind. Don't make huge lists that you have to do this today because otherwise it gets really boring. So just go with the flow, keep on doing it. Try to improve your basics in grammar and spoken English. There are a few topics like tenses and articles. This will give you a clarity as to how to form sentences. Otherwise, I don't see problem in your tenses or timeline. You have it very clear. But basic grammar words that sometimes you're making a mistake, but you're speaking
Sometimes we
so
do it.
quickly. But you're speaking so quickly that you end up making a mistake and you know you made a mistake. That happens with me as well. That's very normal. But you should be aware of what the correct version is in the end. And if you feel like you're doing it at a public platform like YouTube, if you've just spoken and you don't have the time to edit the video and you've made a mistake, all you can say is, I stand corrected, or okay, I want to make pinpoint this error of mine, which I know was a mistake. Just be confident in accepting the mistake and correcting it so people know you know it. So don't worry about it. The more you show that you accept wherever there are flaws, the more confidence actually you will gain. It's not about showing people also. It's about
Yes, ma'am.
accepting
Right.
it also. So that's the
Right.
only thing
Right.
that I
Right.
have to give as a feedback. And I think I too am inspired by you. I'd be very open about it. It's commendable as to what you've done with your life.
Yeah, and I feel very happy. I feel very glad when somebody tells me about my mistakes, that these are your weak points, you have to work on it. And maybe they
Absolutely.
are not finding out the flaws. They are just helping me to get
Absolutely.
one step closer. It's kind of a stepping
It's a
stone
stepping
for me.
stone for you.
Yeah,
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 absolutely.
yeah.
All right. So
Thanks.
I had a wonderful session and almost our time is up. And I hope to see you again to bring out more conversation and learn more from you. And I hope I'm able to help
Definitely.
you out also in the process. So thank
Yeah,
you
I
so much.
I also look forward to learn a lot from you.
Likewise, likewise. Thank you so much. See you. Bye bye.